I've been an anti-war activist since the 60s. Not as much as today, as I was then. I used to go to all the marches and stuff like that. But this goes to all the U.S. soldiers, but particularly the ones from the Gulf War this way. Titles, pictures home. Photos arriving on the wire. U.S. soldiers bordering planes, dressed for success, designer helmets, makeup and Kevlar vests, leaden boots and M16s, as slick as Hollywood. Bodies taut as cocked weapons, their hearts will become as hollow as the discarded shells. They will bomb the square where the elders gather and tell stories, tear gas the laughter that rise the perfumed winds of the desert nights, and pillage the secrets of lovers. They will sharpen the future, mutilate the past, rape and rub wounds with salt. These are humanity's hangmen. I stare at their faces. They could be waiting for the L train to open its doors on 18th Street, or standing in a movie line somewhere in the city. Is this the face once caressed by a mother, once stroked by a lover, embraced by a father, drink beers with a brother? How many of these faces will return to applause, college degrees, and the scent and sounds of the neighborhoods? How many will lose their minds or drink themselves to death or be on murderer's row or spare change in between VA appointments? Don't you know, soldier, you are nothing to those who sent you into combat. You with the patriotic baby eyes, or you with the supple round hips that get lost beneath the camouflage, or you whose family is living in the projects and your dark skin at the front of the line, and you who want to show all of us and that your immigrant parents don't have to speak English for you to be an American. Your president cares about you less than last year's Detroit model. You are like little children whose dreams are too small, whose boots are too big, talking tough, terrorizing the playground, so no one will notice you are trembling as you take aim against those who have more in common with you than the billionaires your weapons protect. Then I step out into the desert air and fire up a Marlboro Red. Yeah. Thank you. The Marlboro Red reference is from that photo that came out, I believe it was in Time magazine, where one of the soldiers was just coming out of combat, and he had like in World War II in Vietnam, they had the cigarettes, Marlboro Reds, on his helmet. Smoking was all dirty and clearly he'd just been through hell. And Marlboro decided to send cartons of Marlboro to the soldiers. Of course, you know, I mean, that was their way of helping the war. But the army refused it. The army refused the gift, so they sent them back. I mean, I can understand. They don't want the soldiers to die from cancer. They just don't mind getting shot. Right. They can get shot. Okay, don't worry about it. Can't smoke, you son of a bitch.
That's funny. In World War II, Lucky Strikes came with your
bag. Yes. Absolutely. I didn't know that you mentioned that. I remember that. This is another one of my kind of ranting and ravings about life and politics. I stole the title from one of Garcia Lorca's plays. In Spanish is Así que pasen 5 años. In English is Once 5 years pass. 2 years hence, when I'm ready, after one more set of poems about the essence of my confusion, after I read 100 Years of Solitude and Don Quixote, and the first half at least of the Communist Manifesto, and the theories of Carl Jung, say 3 years hence, after I've written an essay about the word chingate, and after I've done something so palatable, weaving together phrases from Edgar Allan Poe and Bob Dylan, and after I've written an amazing meditation on occupied America by Rodolfo Acuña, and after I spent a month in San Felipe, Baja California, being very real and thoughtful and full of perspective, and downing cold bottles of cerveza dos Equis, then, once 5 years pass, I see there ahead of me, casting a silver shadow back upon me, bathing me in its promise, validating the self that will arrive at it in 5 years or less. Glimpsing it there is sometimes like already living and almost I'm feeling justifiably proud. Water pollution and toxic waste and air pollution, the injustices against my people, the immigrant, the undocumented in my city, in this country, the nuclear arms industry in my moral life, these things are not just TV. They push my expressions to the edge of my soul. They push Yo Soy Joaquin into the center of my mind. They pull me to meetings and rallies and marches and meetings and rallies and marches there. There I am a radical in the steps of City Hall, the streets of Chicago, proud by the turnout, great or small, and speaking firmly into the microphone about the issues, the forbidden issues when I am ready. Once 5 years pass, a silver shadow. Thank you. I had another poem that I thought I would terminate with, but I think that might be it. What the hell? Yeah, you know, I mean, I still got 2 or 3 more bars to go to, and I hate to get to a bar late. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. You know what? I'll end with that. Thank you, Jen. Thank you all. I'll be back in a year.
I know he's got many places to go, but please give it up one more time for the man himself, Gregorio Gomez!
All right.
Well, you know, May really is the month for features because we just had a phenomenal feature from Gregorio Gomez. If anybody is interested, you can go to iTunes or go to YouTube because in a day or two we'll have the recordings from this feature online for anybody. If you want to check it out online, chaoticarts.org/thecafe. You'll even get your very own webpage.
Oh my God. I get to see you for the first time.
Yeah, for the very first time. And as I said, May really is the month for features because we had Gregorio Gomez, and next week we've got a CC&D regular and the cafe regular, Bob Lawrence next week. Woo! And the week after that we'll have a CC&D icon over the years, the cafe icon for forever, Charlie Newman will be the feature on May 18th. And even on May 25th, we've got ChicagoPoetry.com master himself, CJ Lady, is our feature in the end of May, which will be really double plus full to PM. So everybody, Janet Kuiper's The Cafe, everybody, thank